Welcome back, and we've got a return of one of our favorite sessions, or favorite segments that we did from last year. It's a shoot your shot, unless you're Ben Simmons. So actually, Alex, what jersey are you wearing right now? Do you happen to be wearing a Simmons jersey right now as well?
Boy, if you don't.
Anyway, okay, fine. Anywho, so this week's shoot your shot, we've got Alex versus Bray. We've got Salt Bray versus the sixth man. And the question I have for you, gentlemen, is which sophomore is likely to have the biggest breakout season? So let's start off with the host, home team. Home team will be Mr. Ward. We'll start off with you. Each person will have a minute to explain what their answer will be. And whoever had the best argument will be the guy who I said is the winner. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I was scrambling for answers because I've just found out the question. I was like, who could it be? Who could it be? And then I found him because I watched him last night. It's the man in Florida. It's Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony, he's averaging 17 points per game. He's actually a really good rebounder. He's also averaging 7.4 rebounds a game and almost 6 assists. And the reason I picked him is because I know exactly who Bray's going to pick. Bray's going to pick LaMelo. And what did Cole Anthony do to LaMelo last night? He crossed him up. And he dropped a lot of points on him last night. And LaMelo didn't really do anything. Also, the biggest room for growth in terms of breakout, we already know LaMelo's a star, but Cole Anthony, he hasn't really proved himself. He was injured last season. So I think the biggest room for capacity in Orlando's team to actually grow, because they're supposed to be near the bottom, is the man Cole Anthony leading the charge for the Orlando Magic.
Cole Anthony had 16 rebounds in New York in the game before that. He was playing back in his hometown, and it was his mum's birthday by courtside. So yeah, he showed out for his home city. Anywho, Bray, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so Alex said I was going to go for the most obvious option in Lonzo, and I'm not, for the reason he mentioned. He's already a star. He's already broken Lonzo. Sorry, LaMelo. Jesus, you know I'm a homer. I'm not going to go for LaMelo. I'm actually going to go really rogue on this. I'm going to go with Saddiq Bey out in Detroit. Now, this guy was pretty low-key last season, and as a sophomore, he's come in. He's already got 2 20-point games out of 3 games played, and he's been shooting the ball really badly. Once his shot starts to come in as he gets into the season, this guy is going to be a weapon at the small forward position. Cade's not playing, so he's not getting any of those dishes either. He is a guy who is getting high usage on a bad team and can really kind of develop his skills and grow into a player that everyone wants. I think Detroit aren't going to be any good in the short term, so he could be a guy that people want to pick up.
Okay. I do like Sleepy. I had him last year in fantasy for a couple of weeks. Did all right, but yeah, really broken out, really improving this year as well.
Weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's why this year is the breakout, because he
Exactly.
made 2 years of fantasy last year.
Got me quite a few steals. But he had to get back on the bench for a little while. I did watch the first. I think Detroit played. Did they play first game? I think they played Boston, because I was watching Boston. Cade was obviously injured, and Killian did not do too well. He was really disappointing. It does seem like Saddiq Bey will get a lot of usage and will get a lot more chances to prove himself. In terms of who had the better argument, I think Bray obviously had a lot more time to prepare, and I think he had an overall better argument because he's brought a lot of other factors instead of just one game from last night against LaMelo. Bray, you have won this week. Shoot your shot. Point goes.
Thank you.
He said Lonzo and he full started.
In my defense, Alex, I did put, this has been on the document for like, I don't know, it's been on there for at least 8 hours now. So like, if you'd looked at it before we started, you would know. But that's
Listen, man, Ed doesn't want to support his team anymore. So I mean that's fine.
I mean,
Cole,
if either one of you said and Anthony Edwards, you would have won it automatically. Top 20 in scoring this year. He's shooting better than Luka in all the splits. And also, have you seen Karl Anthony Towns plus minus this year? He's 4th in the league in plus minus. Cat is.
He's top.
It's probably like the Joker or something.
No, it was some like random geezer I've never heard of before. Hold on.
Fun.
What was his name? Oh shit.
Anthony Edwards. I don't know what's his ceiling with like Andrew Wiggins. Is that the
Oh,
ceiling?
wow. He's a lot more self-aware than
That's
Andrew Wiggins is.
disrespectful.
No, that's a...
That's a bit
Actually,
disrespectful.
I was probably looking at something else when I was looking at some stats, but it's when I said some keys you never heard of, that's incorrect. Number 1 is Derrick Rose. Number 2 is number 3 is Kyle Lowry, and number 4 is Karl Anthony Towns.
Who was number 2 again?
PJ Tucker.
What? What is going on?
Scoring. Hold on. How many points? How many points is he scoring a game? 6 points a game. There is a Bulls player, number 6. Who is it?
Oh, it's probably Caruso.
Yeah, should be. Oh,
Lonzo.
He has.
And guess who? Then there's a Bulls player, number 8.
Vooch.
Yes.
Vooch has been really good on defense this year, I will say.
And one thing about Vooch is he was an amazing defensive rebounder. There was very few times in the season where like, oh, Vooch should have got that. He's really good at defensive rebounding, but defensively, he's okay. He's possible. I think I mentioned it to you guys last year. I think the whole Vooch on defense thing is a bit overrated. How like everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's trash. He's okay.
He's not very good at contesting shots, but he's got really active hands. Like and you try and get a pass inside, he's getting something on it. Like,
yeah,
at least. So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that wraps up Sixth Man Week 2. Short, concise, to the point. We should be back with a full squad next week, so we will see you all then.
Latest.
Peace, y'all.